The initial invasion for the Dwarf has been an astounding success, and news of their conquests have spread throughout all of their blasted lands. Grimgor Ironhide, the rebellious Black Orc that had gotten away from the mines, was nearly broken, but then there was a sudden change of fortunes. A massive migratory invasion of night goblins, numbering in the tens of thousands, has broken into our lands, raiding and threatening the entire campaign. It's now time to turn inward and to crush the enemy within. I really wasn't kidding at all when I was telling you that there is a massive night goblin invasion. Now I know why the greenskins were losing for a period of time in my previous campaign. Over here, we've got tens of thousands of night goblins to fight. If you wanted me to have a new challenge, here it is right now. I've got a freaking in-game event in the middle of our game, and I love it so much. It's going to be challenging, and I'm sure if you're playing, you'll be like, hell, I don't want that. I do, though. And maybe some of you do. Maybe some of you are insane like I am. Insane in the membrane. But here we are, and I had to build up a new army. I'm losing a lot of money because of all of my armies. I've got slaves. Sure, they could be freed now. They could be freed right away, and I don't want that. Now, Clan Ashen did want to trade. I did say yes because I need some type of money coming in. That's giving me over 2,000 gold coins per turn. Now, I have rebuilt my armies. They should be quite different, and hopefully it's going to make a much bigger difference. I don't know if it shall, but I'm hoping it shall. Now, we need to decide, where am I going to attack first? I can't let them stay here. They're taking all of my money. I wouldn't be able to defend every location. Over here, I have a very elite Chaos Dwarf army. I've got a lot of Annihilators. I've got Chaos Dwarf Warriors who have great weapons. I've got Chaos Dwarf Warriors. I've got Naphtha Bombs. I've got over here Devastators. I mean, I've got the firepower. I just need to go in and fight now. My armies are not cheap. They're so lucky that happened. Or maybe they're not if they're under attack by them. I wonder, are you actually attacking? Let's see. You're fighting no one. You're just raiding a lot. Okay. They're much stronger than any other faction in the world right now. That's how powerful they are. And there's no one else who is able to trade with me or wants to. All right. Let's choose one army and begin. Let's go with right now, over here, Rykarth, because look at what he has over here. He's got 2 Iron Demon War Engines. He's got over here 2 Dread Quake Mortars. Then 2 Siege Giants, which I was telling you about in our previous part. We've got 2 Colossus. We've got, or Colossi. We've got over here our Great Taurus. We've got Bull Centaurs Taruk. And over here, again, Infernal Guard. They have bombs. We've got some Berserkers and Immortals to hold up our front line. Look at that melee defense at 66. I've got some agents who are around here too. They're going to join me very soon. Let's go fight a battle, then maybe I'll have them come join in. I haven't decided yet. Let's begin. Okay. Now, I could auto-resolve that, but what fun would that be? Balance of power when it comes to auto-resolving is not always accurate and right. No, he's unbreakable, so he doesn't need leadership. I'll give that over to one of my immortals, sure. And we're going to fight this battle out. I've got some allies on the way. Now, they've got 3 magma cannon. That sounds great to me. So let's go in now and fight Stitch Up. Let's go fight, let's see, who? Drog Murderer or Mutterer. Then we have Sawspug Backstabber. And it's just a lot of squigs and night goblins. There are some black orcs who are leading these night goblins too. That was part of a event that hit. So let's do our best and try to win this battle for the Dwarf. What a beginning. Those did not land and hit them. That's okay though. We've got more that we can use. I've got a lot more that I'm able to use. So let's go over our new units while we're watching this battle unfold. I've got over here my Chaos Siege Giants. Look at that. They've got massive blades on their hands. They've got some chainmail they're wearing. They're pretty brutal to look at, man. Oh god, did they even have hands? Did they? Oh no. Just like in the lore. Terrifying, as it should be. Alright, so we also have our 2 Colossi. I've got my standard formation over here. We're moving up, and our allies are moving in too. I mostly want to watch my Dreadquake just bomb the living bejeebus out of all these greenskins. There's a lot of them. I mean, we're outnumbered. We're heavily outnumbered, and let me tell you, I couldn't actually see them. See that little eyeball there? That means they're hidden from my line of sight, so I didn't know how close that they were to me. And now I have my Colossi moving up, and they're so tanky. I now understand their role a lot better. They're actually amazing. even though they're not meant to get a lot of kills. I actually like them a lot now. So we're gonna try to nail down all of these gobbos. And here comes the Dreadquake and my naphtha bombs that are being thrown in. They can hit my Colossi. That wouldn't do a lot to them. And that was a tidal wave of blood, which is my band name, by the way. Tidal wave of blood. But on a more serious note, we just killed a few hundred. Now I've got my tanks also shooting in. Meanwhile, these Colossi are scaring them off. Sure, they can be hit by a few explosives. It doesn't really matter. Have you ever seen such a cool battle? They're on fire, too. Squig hoppers are moving in. You can just hear their screams constantly sounding out through this bad land. Oh, now that's a nightmare. Oh my God, just covered in flames, walking through. You're like, did they get him? No, they didn't get him. He's still here. The Nightmare Dawi is coming for them. So my formation is slowly moving up. My allies are way over here. They have magma cannons. I mean, these garrisons are so darn good. They are going to just, again, magma the hell out of them. Here comes their initial shots right now. Already gripping through a bunch of night goblins. It's so cool to have an event like this here because, I mean, if I was unprepared, I would be in trouble, but I was already rebuilding my armies anyway, so it didn't really amount to anything at all. It did help that they didn't begin at war with me, or that would have caught me off guard. But they did raid me, and that was hurtful. They hurt my feelings. That was it. They didn't hurt me, but they did hurt my feelings. Only because I was making a little bit less money. So there goes the magma cannon, ending the lives of all of these awful little gits. And the survivors will be drawn up, chained up, and brought to the mines again to live out their fleeting days serving our people. Look at that. They're using magic to try to deal with some devastating amounts of damage, but they know nothing of damage. They know nothing. They're the Jon Snow of night goblins. Here comes their own Dawi. The Dawi's job. Fanatics are ripping through right now. They've got their leader close by. Cannons again are hitting them. There's going to be some friendly fire. Let that happen. That's only one army. We've got more to fight. So let's go over here. I'm just taking my time. There's no need to rush right now. You can see my formation. I've got my Chaos Giants behind. I've got over here my Berserkers, and I've got two of these Dreadquake mortars. One has over 500 kills, so I can shell them. I've gotten some shells off over there. We're going to go watch it land again in just a moment. I've got over here my Taruks that are waiting. They'll come out later. My tanks over here have 95 and 74 kills, so that's been a nice one. And let's see, my Colossus has 3 kills total. So, the magma cannons are constantly hitting. It's a perfect map for that, too. They're moving in, but those magma cannons are just absorbing so much of the potential damage that we could be taking just by eliminating all of them. Here comes one shot. It wasn't close enough to get a hit. I've got to be careful with my shots or I could end up missing way too much. I mean, I've already gotten over 500 kills, so who really cares? One friendly fire shot could do a lot. Broken most of their army now. Most of their army has been broken. Oh! Interesting tactic over there. That's okay. We'll get more of them. They're running. Magma cannons are mean. Magma cannons burn. It's hot, baby. It's hot. Here comes another shot. Apocalypse now for all of these night goblins. I like how the shockwaves just causes all of them to rupture and fall. Now, we need to push on. They have 1,900. They have more coming in. We're about to go fight them. They've got a lot of ranged units on the way. Our army's doing mostly okay. There's another shot eradicating entire groups of night goblins.
We gotta get out of here, you gits!
Imagine if I was voice acting the goblins. That would be such a terrible voice to hear. Just like a little mad green baby voice. All right, here comes my Colossi and my Chaos Giants. Over here, I've brought up my naphtha bombs, and they're shooting this orc war boss. Very nice. We're going to fast forward a little bit because we're getting into a new portion of the battle. I do want to try to hit one of these guys over here, so we're going to see if we can Dreadquake it. You know, booty quake it. So thick that it makes the ground quake. Now, they began to attack my Taurus, but I allowed that. They're kind of blocking a few of their own. They've got hundreds of goblins over here. I wanted that Taurus to rebuild them to me. Now, what I did forget about is that they'll go into a frenzied mode. But look at it now. Look at it now. It's coming. And it's here. Oh, no. What have I done? Something awesome. I made art. I call it blood and shit. Beautiful. Here comes another Dreadquake shot. I don't know what it's going after. Something over here. Okay. Yoink. It did damage their leader, but that's not too important. I thought the battle was over, honestly. I didn't know how many were still left. So Rykarth has 1 kill. That has 1,184 kills. My other Dreadquake has 643 kills. They're so very slow. So again, our strength is just being able to keep them afar and shoot them. Now, I brought up my tanks here. You can see how I've got like this very mobile force that's able to move around and take locations, which is what I think is really lacking from Total War, is that ability, because it's so balanced around multiplayer. But that would be very cool if it was advantageous to take terrain and to push into different parts of the map. That is it for the battle. We have won, and now it's time to move on. That was only battle number 1, and we won. I'm glad we had 1 reinforcing army. That saved me a lot of time and effort. I'm going to replenish and put them into chains. They're just a type of self-delivery program to slave themselves through my mines, which I don't mind. That sounds like a pretty kind thing of them to do. So I'm going to clean out every location I can. We might even lose like a settlement, a hold or two, whatever. But I'm here to try my best to make that not happen. Now they've got some more that I need to watch out for. Let's go over here. I barely lost anyone because of my reinforcing army. Yeah, we'll take care of that. We'll get more replenishment. I just made some money. I mean, I was losing more. Now I'm not losing nearly as much, and I'm getting more slaves, which will increase my income by a higher amount. Let's go over here now. Stitch up, all gone. So now Krakasul has been cleared out, and we can rush over to the east if we need to, or wherever. That was pretty sweet, man. Was it not? Nice. Yeah, I'm getting walls everywhere just to keep things safe. He's rank 16, nearly 17, unbroken and unbound. A paragon of the resilience and destructive power of the Dwarf, his followers and troops have reached a state of demigod-like worship. Physical resistance 15%, passive ability hold the line, and immune to psychology. Nice. Okay, so we can head over here. They've got a few armies, sure. Up north is where we don't have any love or help. No, we do. We have 1 army up there. Good. And I've got a very easy, simple army to go after over here. Hold on. It's not letting me click on him. There we go. I'm going to quickly get through that. That's only a small army. If I can beat 3, I'm not going to be worried about 1 army at a time. If they've got like 2 to 3, I'll fight them. But if they have nothing really, forget about it. Let's go over here. Let's go see what they have to offer me. Which, again, it's only 2 armies. They better bring in like 3 or more to fight me. Then I'll be more than happy to beat them all up. Okay, so that saves even more money for me. A scroll of leeching. Ooh, I reduced their magic. Very nice. Yeah, I want him to have that. Let's go over here. He's got 2 levels. I'm going to put a point into Voice of Hashut. And let's see. Piercing Bolt of Burning. No, let's go over here and get Dominating Presence real quick. Want him to enhance his army's capability to stay in a fight and fight further. All right, auto-resolve again, because once more, as I told you, if they don't have more to offer, I don't care. They can go away. All right, let's go back over here into our territory to replenish. So he's nearly level 30. I've got 1 agent over here. I'm still trying to level them up. It takes a very long time. Very nice. Hates greenskins. Ooh, block army. Further 20% reduced. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, Flaming Sword of Ruin. We've got 2 levels into that spell. And now we have 2 more big battles to fight. We've got over here Jaton the Black. And it's time to go into battle, I think. Let's go over here. Let's go see what we can do. Alright, so we're fighting how many? We've got an allied army, sure. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 stacks to fight. 4 stacks total. I don't want to see what the map looks like. I don't want it to put any doubt in my mind. We're just going in to fight right now. So let's give it a go and see if we can win this battle. Where they have a lot of magic. I have no magic. They have all the magic. And we're talking about multiple shamans. Ugh. Alright, We're in it. Battle number 2. This time we've got over here Drazhoath the Black, and I don't have that same artillery-heavy army that I had before. I wanted to try something slightly different, but again, I couldn't see where they were at, and I didn't realize how many they would have at different locations. So we're going to see what we can do to fight it out. I'm going to lose a lot more in this battle than in other battles, but thankfully I've got a reinforcing army. I should probably throw in some magma cannons, if anything. Yeah, I don't really use too many of them. I think Draz has the most of them. I'm going to fast forward now. Let's see. Orc slaves are up here. Drazhoath the Black has 0 kills because he's not a spellcaster. And we've got our orc slaves on the front lines, which I'm going to use extensively just to kind of break through the initial tirade that I'll have to contend with on their front lines. Now, the magma cannons they have are going to eventually take aim over here if they can get a good line of sight on them. Like, imagine if they had a perfect line of sight. If I had a flying unit and I spawned here, that would be perfect. I think they can see, like, some of them, which is good because there's, like, a bunch of black orcs. So they should be able to see the black orcs and at least hit them. That would be nice. Alright, let's go back over here. So they are shooting at me a bit. I do have my cutthroats here taking some damage. My slaves are moving in, and so is Drazhoath the Black. We do have that weapon strength bug, so because of that, we're having to deal with a few issues with not being able to enhance our weapon strength. My current mod collection doesn't work with the beta, so until they like release it officially, that's going to be an issue. Alright. Cow now, let's see the brown cow. I was bringing in all of my mounted units, which, again, I've got a lot of them. I brought in a lot of variety for that. I've got renders over here. I've got bahals. I've got over here taruks. Just a very firm mixture of units that I can use, and I'm slowly moving in with all of my slaves, who are actually getting some kills. Good for them, right? And I'm just letting my allies get some fighting in. Now, we're fighting a lot of squigs, and squigs, they're scrappy. They're meant to be. They've got, let's see, 25 weapon strength. There's another AoE from that shaman. Was that 2 of them? That might have been 2 of them. Damn. Yeah, they're hitting my slaves, and that's why I wanted to send in my slaves first, because I knew that we could at least win a few fights, and we could at least diminish some of their magic use. That was my other big goal, and of course I wanted to give time to the magma cannons to beat them up. Let's go over here. Now, they're using fanatics to rip through these Chaos Dwarfs, and that's that AoE spinning thing where they do actually a decent amount of damage, especially now that you can kind of like aim the cones whenever you're placing down the template for your ability. They're doing that to my slaves too. They're also hitting their own units by doing that. I'm slowly moving up my Black Orc mercenaries. There's another AoE ripping right through my slaves again. Now, these mercenaries, they have no shields. They don't have two-handed weapons, but they have dual-wielding weapons here. They have 2 weapons, but not a two-hander. All right, so we're at 110 for armor. They've got plenty of leadership. Let's see, magic resistance 10%. They can hide it in the forest, sure. Immune psychology. 43 weapon strength, which is very high. And over here, we've got some ranged units who are shooting right into them. They've got one group of Chaos Dwarf warriors who are taking some sustained and heavy casualties. I probably could have just like taken it easy and just watched my allies fight, but you know how I get. I like to scrap. If there's a little bar brawl, I'm jumping into, right? So these orc slaves have broken, but we still have plenty who are holding on. Yeah, I mean, even though they're not unbreakable, and I feel like Drazhoath should have some like ultimate ability that makes them unbreakable, that's just my own take on that. They're surprisingly holding pretty well. And look at these magma, dude, I love how these magma cannons are just ripping right through them. It does make me want to play the dwarves, but I would need something, some mod that adds as much content to the dwarves as it has done to the Chaos Dwarfs. They just need so much more. I think they need arcane or runic, I don't know, golems. They need some type of airship. I know there was a model for that I've seen. There's a bunch of technology out there that hasn't been added in for the dwarves, but I think they need some like mid-tier stuff, some like hefty mid-tier stuff that can allow them to use monstrous-sized units in battle. I think that would be very good for them. But there's the magma cannons now. Oh my god. Those shots have creamed. Let's go check out the kills on these magma cannons real quick. 623, 270, and then back here, 723. That's why I love whenever we get fodder factions to come fight us. It's not like Skaven who've got like warp lightning and crap like that. They don't have the same tools to use. So I'm moving out my black orcs over here. I thought we were pretty much done, but again, I just did not keep track of how many more units that they could move in. So we're about to win the battle. We're pretty much done. No, we've got a little bit longer to go. So I'm charging it now. I'm sending in everyone. I thought it would be great to do that. All of my mounted units are also moving in as we speak. Here comes the Black Orc Mercenaries. The Orc Slaves are over there. We've got the Kadai Fireborn at 112. Oh, right. Let me show you the Kadai Fireborn. They're actually really cool, too. First off, let's go read their lore real quick. The priests of Hashut have managed to create a race of beings, the Kadai. These are half demons and half raging fire drawn from the magma of the depths of Earth. So, they've got some pretty cool stuff, like over here, Burnt to reduce enemy leadership. They've got flaming attacks. Over here, we're looking at some decent armor-piercing damage. Actually, it's very good. And a bonus when fighting infantry. Anyway, they're at 112. They have 60 armor. And they weaken foes to fire damage. So if you got someone using fire damage, look at that. They enhance that. You can actually build a nice army with a bunch of creatures that weaken your foes to fire damage no matter where they're at. And I wonder if that stacks with Kindle Flame, because if it does, oh my god. But check out my waves. I don't mean my hair here. I mean the actual game here. Check out my waves that I've got just sending into what's left of this Night Goblin army. They've got, let's see, how many left? 1,300 left. The die are moving in. Where's my legs, Captain? My legs! No, they're moving in. They're taking care of that. So, I didn't want to just like charge in with my mounted units too. I thought I could like bring them over here and swing them around, because look at that. We've got even more Night Goblins on the way. It took them a bit to actually get into the map, but they're coming in right now. Hey, look, little orc huts. Adorable. Okay. So over here, 1,000 kills, 300 kills, and 681 kills. They're still getting a lot of kills. There's probably some friendly fire, but they're at least mostly hitting our enemies. Now, I've moved in a bunch of my mounted units that are going to swing around and flank them, hopefully, without really taking too many losses. My Fireborn are on the front lines, and they're still getting a lot of kills. And I've got over here one mounted forces. Bahals. Look at how quickly they're getting kills. Over 100. I suppose there's like a lot of them moving away, but that's when I saw that they had a pretty big army now finally in the battlefield. I guess it took time for some other units to get away. But yeah, my allied army ended up like chasing after the enemy's leader or something like that, so it didn't help me out for this battle. That's a Orc Great Shaman at 29 kills. The damage is something I can't really track. I would have to see it visually to know, but anyway, we'll fast forward for just a brief moment, and you can see like what I'm trying to do right now. I'm trying to move them all over here. Pathfinding can be a little bit wonky, so I've got to be careful with that. And I'm just like sending in all of my infantry. I'm going to lose some cutthroats, and that's okay. Now, my slaves have over 100 kills. That's actually impressive. They got 30 armor. I mean, these are orc slaves that are actually all right. They're closer to being a standard group of infantry, even though they are orc slaves. They're still orcs and strong. My Black Orc Mercenaries are fighting. They don't have enough AoE to stop me now. We just have to get over here. Now, they've got hundreds of archers, and they can poison me. They're debuffing me as we're fighting. But there they go right now. They're moving all the way around. The Swigs are coming down too. They're fighting. They're going. Okay. So, we're back over here. And I actually really like these units over here. They're much more sturdy than I really gave them credit for. Especially Taruk's. Taruk's, oh boy, 88 weapon strength. Not to mention a 54 charge bonus. You add that to melee attack and the damage that they deal in combat, and they're going to cream anyone. Gross. But here they come now. Swinging around. Their goal is pretty simple. To hit, like what? Just an army of Night Goblin archers. Oh, they're here. It's a reverse from Riders of Rohan. Oh, that's just mean. That was amazing. Right into them. Now, I want to check out how many kills they're getting. Let's see. So over here, we're at 130. We've got 44. What else do we have? We've got, let's see, 52, 22. And my infantry have broken through the rest of them. See that? Magma Cannon has 699 for kills. We're just killing the last few. That one attack ended the battle much earlier than it would have otherwise. All right, Bahals. 79 kills for these troops. Magma Cannon just got a direct hit on something. Oh, did it hit some of my units? I think it did like a little bit of damage. Oh, well. Oh, well, man. I've got 60 Bahals. I've got 55 left in that group. And the battle's over. We've done it. Let's get out of here. Heroic victory. Okay. We can replenish. I did lose some cutthroats, but they're cheap. They're meant to be lost. I'll have to change up his armor composition a little bit. I'll probably give him some more monstrous creatures. I'll look at his bonuses and see what he's able to really benefit and enhance. I've been trying to kind of like build thematic armies per group. I think we do need some ranged units over here, like some hobgoblin enforcers or something like that. I think that would be good. Okay, Jatan the Black. You've got 19 out of 20. I'm not going to give you more bull centaurs. I mean, he's got a lot, and that has worked out nicely, man. Nicely. I could get a bunch of Hellcannon. I don't really feel the need for a Death Shrieker. I think they're probably pretty good if I wanted to like target enemy artillery, but Now, I could use some Slave Ogres. I probably should have brought in a few of those. I think I am going to do that right after we destroy these other armies if you're rank 12. Let's get Master of Mercenaries. Now, the Black Orc Mercenaries are great. I like those. Okay, so we're over here. I can't just beat that right away, so I'm going to have to fight that again. Which means I think I might just try to get them to fight me again, because I want to be able to do something new. Alright. The bombs would be great to have. That's true. I do want my Slave Ogres, so we'll take those. I do want more Kadai Fireborn. They're pretty interesting, so I'm going to actually get rid of my sneaky gits. I don't really need them for my army composition at all. Alright, alright. Let's see here. Kadai Fireborn. That gives me 20. I need one more group. My Ogre Slaves, or even 2 more. Nice, nice. That'll take 2 turns total, but he'll have a slightly better army now that I know how to enhance it. And my hero over here, I need him to go after something out there. Very nice. Okay, so we've done most of what we can do. I'm not losing a lot of money anymore. That's all it took. Now, I wonder, could I win this one over here with all of my Chaos Dwarfs and a very low-level commander? I don't really know. Let's see. If I fight that, I'll have another great reinforcing army, so it's certainly an idea. We could probably do it, especially if we have that same map for like the 3rd time. That would be pretty crazy and pretty sweet. Alright, let's see here. I can't build anything new. Cool, it's not showing the build icon. That makes me happier. Alright, hold on. Before we go do anything, before I forget, I need to make sure that we're only getting slaves in one location. Noblar. Yeah, there we go. 8,798 slaves. They're all going to Noblar country. Yeah. Gonna work their knobs off. Gross. Here's the big battle for today. So, we've got another army to check out. It's led by Stonehand. He's a prophet, but he's got a gun. He's like, I'm gonna spell blast you, then I'm just gonna blast you. I love that so much. It's so goofy. He's just loading shells and slinging spells. That's Stonehand for you. Okay, right flank, I've got my Chaos Dwarf Warriors. I've got over here from the Darkhold my Great Weapon Warriors and a lot of Annihilators. I've got over here my Devastators, and from behind I've got my Bombers too, my Grenadiers is what I'll just call them. And now, the Annihilators are here to annihilate. There it is. The Annihilators are taking over. It is a great thing. Alright, now, I've got to go over my tactics. I can't just watch all the explosions just yet. I'm moving up my Devastators because, I mean, the range of the archers over here is 115. My Devastator's 100, so they don't have to really get too close before they're able to shotgun blast a bunch of 9 Goblin archers. And yeah, shotgun beats their bows, as you can well see. And they're already breaking. Meanwhile, they've got some more units who are trying to hit me. I was able to soften them up with a bunch of explosive rockets. They've got a little army left over here. Now, my allies are also fighting a battle in a corner of the map. I think they, like, spawned in or they came in close to each other. The magma cannons are under attack by 2 groups of night goblins right now. That isn't great. They're kind of surrounded. Their formation is not ideal. These Infernal Guard are not getting a lot of kills. They take a lot of damage, too. These Chaos Dwarf Warriors have only a few kills. They're fighting a night goblin war boss, and there is a wall buffing up these units. Hopefully, they'll get it together. I'll come help out later for sure, but just have a look at what I'm doing right now. We're also going after their leader, who is not going to make it, guys. I don't think he's going to make it. No? No? Okay. Here comes some squigs, too. I took out 1 leader, but I've got Devastators. So that was like the last Squiggerai charging into my Fusillade, and now they're dead. And here's my leader. He doesn't look like much, but again, loading shells and slinging spells. That's what we're doing. Let's be real. If I could be any fantasy character, or if I had like one that would represent me and who I am, probably a Chaos Dwarf. Yeah, that's probably fair. All right, so they're holding on, but their formation is a huge mess right now. I think they'll win, sure, but they're going to lose a lot. Now, I'm moving up. I'm having to also repel any enemies who are advancing towards me. I've got my Devastators over here in the middle. 36, 51, and 51 kills. Oh, nice. Over here, I've got my Bombers. Now, they have a range of only 60. They're great for flanking, by the way, but they can actually get a lot of damage done before someone's able to charge at them. Over here, my Dwarf Warriors, they're from behind and doing okay. Back over here, we've got Annihilators at 210 damage, 103 damage, 72, and 87 damage. So they've done a nice job. Let's see. Great weapons they're moving into. We're just trying to now hash it out with the rest of their armies. I thought I didn't have to go help out my Chaos Dwarf allies. I thought they would be okay, and I still do believe that. I think they're fine. I love these shots here, though. It's so cool, right? Just watching the 2 sides fight for a long time. Ooh, he lost an arm. They got his arm. Oh, they're getting that back. That's okay. We'll just take it back. Plenty here to deal with. All right, let's go back out real quick because we have another wave to deal with, and I've got my formation now moving up a little bit. I have my Sorcerer on the front lines. They tried to use some AoE to damage us, and, you know, we're okay. We've got some magic resistance here. We got 10%, so we can negate some of that damage anyway. Takes the edge off. And now, let's see what's going to happen to this army of Black Dwarfs and Night Goblins. Ooh, nice shot! It's actually a great way for some type of sorcerer to get kills if they actually have a deadly ranged weapon. It feels like I'm playing Napoleon Total War. I think whatever they did to make line of sight not be such a big deal for the Chaos Dwarfs, we could use those fixes for every other Warhammer 1 faction that uses gunpowder, because I feel like I can do so much more with their faction, not just because they're strong, but because they're not hindered by line of sight constantly, which is really nice. I mean, look at what we've been able to do in every single battle. Could I do that as the Empire? Hell no, dude. Hell no. Not even like reloading animations for the handgunners. Have you ever noticed that one? Yeah, they just kind of stand there and then they shoot again. Unless I'm not remembering right, but I'll check later. All right, let's see. Chaos Dwarf Warriors are over here. We've got some Annihilators who are out there, just again annihilating. And we've got some Devastators that we can bring into. I've got them just kind of like layered out. I always like stagger my formations in slightly weird ways, but I try to cover them with a bunch of infantry too. And that group is now shattered. They're still fighting. Oh man, they've got a lot to fight too. I think they're finally pushing some back, but it's been a very long, hard-fought battle. Oh, they got their magma cannon back. Maybe they shouldn't have. They just killed some of their own. Guys, you can do better. I know you can do better. I've led you before. All right. So over here, I've got some of my exploding purses. Here, catch. That's my purse. I don't know you. And they just throw it. There it is. There it is. And they bomb the hell out of some Night Goblins. Boom, boom, boom. It's over, man. So let's see here. We've got some more Devastators at 20 kills. Yep, even more. We're breaking them down. We're winning the day. We're having a good time. I'm having a good time. And these Black Orcs here, shattered. Not even 1 kill. Our Sorcerer, Stonehand, he's got 66 kills right now. Wait, hold on. What's that little... I don't actually know what that is. I'll show you in just a moment. Let's see. Let me zoom in real quick. That is Darkfire of Chaos. Oh, okay. Huh. I was probably at a different location, maybe on the left-hand side for his abilities. Can use it flying. Ah, gotcha. Okay. Anyway, let's go back. Some more archers. Those won't be hard to stop. I've got the range for it. I mean, you don't actually need a lot of artillery if you've got Annihilators. And there's my Devastators. They just destroyed a group of Squigs again. They're gone. Over here are Night Goblin archers. They're gone. So we just fought like the biggest Night Goblin faction ever. They've got a war boss over here, but the Magma Cannon is at least weakening him. He's coming back. He's very tired. But he's not moving quickly. He might even break and leave the map soon. All right, the battle's over. We have won. The day is won. We can now go home. They're just killing a few more. That was a tough one, man. Okay, we're going to replenish right now. We're looking at minus 105 per turn. Oh, no, we're making money again. Dude. I mean, I know these are like low quality troops, but isn't that like the most Warhammer thing that we've dealt with in a very long time? To have to fight waves of low tier troops sometimes just feels gratifying. You're like, oh my God, I have the technology. I can do it. We can rebuild him. Oh wait, different story. Anyway, so what's interesting for these prophets here, they've got guns. I'm a sorcerer with a shotgun. Hell yeah, man. I love that. Yeah, let's give him some magic too. Looking good, man. Looking real good. All right, let's get over here and beat up a few more of these guys. I'm just going to quickly get through all these armies. I mean, we're still on the same turn. We've had 3 battles. They all spawned in like that, by the way. They just spawned in surrounding all of my mini towns. And it looks like, at the very least, I have reduced their entire faction. Yeah, when I did my previous campaign for Kurt Hellborg, I came down here to fight the Greenskins, but now I know why this faction here had beaten them up. They just spawned in like tens of thousands. It's like a Wa Tide, which is what I've been actually telling you guys I've wanted for a in-game event. I wonder if there's like other events in here. I don't even remember which mod adds those in. I'll have to find out, because I know not everyone would want that. I do, because I usually need a challenge around turn 80 maybe. No, sometimes I do have a really good challenge, and it just takes me a long time to get to where I need to be, but no, that was great. We did a great job. Now it's time for us to end our turn. I made a crap ton of money from beating them in battle. I've got 12,000 slaves. Let's have a look over here. Let's see, income. 3,475 over in Noblar country. Eventually, I'm going to have to get something... Oh, wait, hold on. Let's go check on there. Yeah, no, they're plenty happy. They're completely fine. Look at that over here. Decline per turn, 4%. Yeah, that's fair. So much extra money, too. Ha, ha, ha. Looks good, man. Looks good. They're working hard. If they're hardly working, I kills them. All right, let's end our turn. Okay, now we've got a few more battles to fight out over here. I just need to clean up the neighborhood. I can absolutely do that easily. There's not a lot of armies out here that can challenge me. Again, I want them to have like 2 to 3 armies at a time fighting me. If it's only one, we got it. We'll be okay. We'll need a new name and custom backstory for our buddy over here, our new sorcerer. He's doing a great job. I actually like the Chaos Dwarf theme that we have going on for his army. That's pretty cool. All right, let's go over here now. I've got more locations to clean up. I'm getting there. Here's my Altar of Chaos. I've never been able to so easily upgrade all my buildings. It's been pretty sweet. I like that a lot. Okay, Reikarth, where are you going? Well, I suppose you could go up north. We've got options in life. Yeah, I think he's just going to head up north for right now. Now, should I force march or underway? Oh, hold on. Let's take care of this. Done. We have our settlement garrison to help out, so cares really. I've unlocked the Granite Guard. I'm actually surprised. Oh, look at that. Immortals led by Reikarth the Unbreakable on his quest to obtain the Nemesis Crown. Nice. And we've unlocked the Soul of Damnation. I might bring those in eventually.
Now is
All right.
chaos.
So underway or forced march doesn't seem to really matter too much. Doesn't really make much of a difference. So we'll just pop one up. Save a little bit of time. Painful aura. There we go. Magic resistance 15%, which is hefty. It is awesome. And I love it. Now, over here is where we've got the most armies, but can they stop me? I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, probably. They could probably do something. I've got many allies, so we'll see what they can do. I want to get more Chaos Siege Giants. Those are fun. Okay, Stonehand. Let's give you the, let's see, Withering. Nope, there we go. The Pendulum. And Smoke and Mirrors. A little bit more speed whenever we cast spells. And I'll probably be playing Still Faith Overhaul next, so look forward to that. Just as a brief reminder to all of you that I do enjoy my mods. And I'll update my mod collection for that as well. Okay. Let's see, Jatan the Black, you're just chilling out and waiting. That's fair and fine. Got our 2 heroes that I'm still trying to level up. I'll probably move them into his army. Yeah, he could use some stuff to help out. Especially if he's like using a lot of slaves. Alright, nothing. Let's try it over here. Assault units, or is it unit? Doesn't matter. Hates greenskins, nice. Alright. So we just leveled him up. I'm gonna give him Deadly Blade. And we're going to end our turn again, because there's no real battle to fight. There might be one over here. Let's go check on how strong they are, by the way. I'm really curious about that. Let's see. Let's go over to strength ranking. They're still number 2, surprisingly. I'm number 5. Greenskins, they're getting their little comeuppance later. They really have a pretty good position. They've even got the Crooked Moon Tribe on their side, but they're very small, so that doesn't really matter. They might even join in later. And later, I'll play the Grudge Bringers, too. I've been wanting to try that out. They're from a really cool Warhammer game from back in the day, and they've got their own lore. Well, games, I should say. All right, let's end our turn now. Most of our enemies are dead now. We just need to go after a few more. I'm not here to fight minor battles. They have a few armies, sure, but we've already beaten them in every situation. My one army has a huge advantage over them. We did lose our Berserkers, but that's okay. They weren't really working for that armor format anyway. I don't really have a good place for them. They don't really deal enough damage for me to want to have them. So I'll probably get something a little bit beefier, as I do have a relatively beefy army to begin with. Now, I've already proven I can beat the hell out of them. Who's here? Oh, the Bone Rattlers tribe. Okay. No, they conquered. They did not confederate. I believe Skaven were up there. Yeah, they were. Alright, so Rykard, let's go. Jatan, you gotta rebuild too. Am I a god? Well, wouldn't say that. I would write it down, but I wouldn't say it. Okay, I'm just kidding. Just get rid of these armies real quick. They've given me so much money. I mean, that was actually some weird gift. That was great training for me. Incredible training. Now, I'm stronger than I ever have been. So let's have a look at what we might want over here. I could get some more Infernal Guard. I've got a really good army. I don't have any Annihilators in here, but that is intentional. I didn't want any. I've got my 2 Colossuses. I'm going to go over here and get, let's see, 2 groups of Infernal Guards. For your army, Judson, let's see. There's a few things I want you to have. Yeah, grab your Ogres so that we can say it's all Ogre now until people hate us. Yeah, that's a goal. I could get a Dreadquake and just bomb my own warriors. I mean, I like doing that. Makes me laugh a little bit. No, we're going to grab over here the Soul of Damnation. 1 bit of artillery, so he'll be ready in 2 turns, and most of these locations are now free and clear. Stonehand, our new leader, our new commander, is coming out and cleaning up house. We now have over 14,000 slaves, providing even more income.
Are you a god?
All right, we've cleaned that up too. And it's not over yet. Let's keep on moving. We've got to take on a few more of them. We're getting a bunch of bits of loot and everything. I'm not sure what faction I'll play next. I'll probably hear from all of you, or I'll just pick one from the previous poll I did. I've got ideas in life. Okay, let's give him some more magic. We'll take that. We'll upgrade our Enfeebling Foe. And over here is Iron Helm. I'll give him a Foe Seeker. And I think I want you guys just back out here, bothering the greenskins again. Okay, Rykard. I'm going to give you the Hell Shard Amulet. Now, that gives him flaming attacks. He's also able to reduce enemy leadership whenever he fights them, and he gets perfect vigor. Perfect vigor. Okay, so after that, we're just going to end our turn, and we're going to get ready to fight a new enemy, that being of course, Grimgor. Well, an old enemy. We'll fight him in a new war. How about that? That sounds good to me? It sounds good to you. Okay. Rot Blood Tribe is still around. They're okay. City of Dawn is surprisingly okay. They've got 7 locations total. They're not bothering me. Dark Elves, yeah, we're kind of fighting. Who cares? They've got 21 locations. I'm not sure what my endgame goal will be just yet. Well, I do actually. I do know what it is. I need to take over all the greenskins down here. Then, if we're done, if we're feeling like we don't have any more challenges, we'll leave it alone. If we want to, we could just run up here, destroy the Empire. I could come down here, kill some Tomb Kings. I mean, I've got options. I could even, like, sail across the seas, send all my armies, and go invade the Dark Elves. I mean, I've got options. If, like, one comment got, like, over 50 upvotes of people saying, hey, go do that, then I'll be like, okay, a lot or a decent amount of people want me to go do that, then I would go do that. So I just like to kind of leave it up to democracy, and I let all of you pick. But let's end our turn now. I don't have much more to do. Well, hold on. I do want to pick this up real quick. More replenishment. Yeah, we'll take that. Actually, we'll grab these two. That's a lot of money, but we'll just get it out the way. It'll give me a lot more replenishment. The Ard Boys and the Skull Crag tribe have confederated. Okay. I've gotten my replenishment, and I'm still building up my armies currently. There's only a few scattered armies around here. Most of them are not really threats to me. Like, Rykarth is coming on over. He's like, oh, hello there. I've got a big old smash 'em hammer. Want to smash? And the orc's like, no. And he's like, too bad. I'm here to smash. And the smashing, he did go. We got over 500 slaves in that one battle. The Rend Rock God just got rended. All right, we'll take out that army too. Hell yeah, dude. I just took on the #1 faction in the world. Well, that was just like pure numbers. Flaming Axe of Cormac. Cool. Okay. I like that. It's a nice weapon. Be interesting. Alright, he's still building up. That's fine. Let's go ahead and upgrade over here. Brookback Mountain. We'll upgrade that one. And I need to go after Grimgor again. It's time. Rykarth is already level 19. I mean, again, that was great training. That was them bringing up their training to me. Okay, let's go over here and try to go after that little remnant. And after that, there's just not a lot left to worry about, right? Oh, it's not. Okay, let's go after that rebellion. I mean, thankfully, we've got so many walls to where they can't really stop us anywhere. They just have to kind of like cry and go, oh, can't get in our home. All right. Here comes another Chaos Dwarf. Again, they did all this with like base Hellcannon crew models. Absolutely bananas, dude. All right. See, level 8, I'll give you Wound Maker. Over here, we've got Grok Stoneback. And then after that, I'm going to upgrade a few things over here. Let's grab our no slave pen. Well, no slave pen. We've had some public order. I could use more. We'll get a treasure chest. We'll get our Chaos Port. That's 400 more income and more growth for the region. Then after that, I'll get my Dawija patrols just because I can have that there. And finally, we'll just grab our slave pen. Yeah, why not? Why not? We'll just grab that. Usually my logic. It doesn't bother me. Why not? Okay. So we've got a little army over here. And that was it. So now I need to get ready for a new war. I don't quite have the money for a new army just yet, unless I wanted to lose money per turn, which I have done before. But guys, my strategy worked out. I mean, I've never done that before where I've raised up so many different armies to come out and fight, but it completely worked. I know some people probably had some doubts and they were like, hey, I know better. I mean, maybe you do, but my plan still worked, so that was great. There's one little rebellion over here, and we are mostly done. I'm rank 5. What about their little faction? They're at rank 9. They have armies around. Probably not near me. I've cleansed our lands. Everyone, we have done it. I mean, we have cleansed our lands. There's just very little left for us to even worry about. I mean, let's just have a quick look through what we've done. We have conquered through every little thing that they have tried to take from me. They were attacking nearly every settlement I've taken, and here I just wrecked them. Thousands of night goblins are dead. We have won. Okay. So once we're back, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to bring every army over to the border. It'll probably take me like maybe 2 to 3 turns because I do have a lot of war engine stations. As a reminder, they do provide for me 35% more campaign movement range, which is an awesome building. Make a decent amount from trade. I'm not going to go after Clan Eshin. I'll go after Karag Dron. I'll go after Iron Rock. And then I'm going to push into their lands. It's absolutely push. And you guys can tell me what you think, but I'm thinking about in future campaigns trying to play without any climate. Because it's been actually pretty interesting to just kind of be able to conquer and play without having to worry about climate. I'm not sure if it adds enough like strategic nuance for me. It's just kind of like a very arbitrary gameplay mechanic that's meant to limit the player. Because, you know, the AI doesn't give a damn. So I'm kind of thinking about it. I don't know. I'll hear from all of you. I do read all the comments, so do comment down below, even if you're like, hi, Surreal, and I'll say, hello there. But leave a like, everyone, and until then.